we're running basically over 200,000 per week, so it's down, but it's still basically four times the number of claims we were receiving prior to the pandemic in terms of weekly claims. And, still way above. You'd think by this point, we've already had over 13 million claims filed here in California. You'd almost ask who's left, but it shows that layoffs are continuing. Well, California has been running behind the nation in terms of the recovery, and today's numbers suggest that we're still behind. We basically have 11% of the nation's workforce. This morning we had over 20% of the claims. So the number of claims here in California, the number of new unemployment claims is outsized. Larger than our percentage of the civilian labor force. Well, I think what we're seeing now is really three dynamics in terms of layoffs. One are people who are furloughed, and employers just coming to the view that these furloughs are now being transferred into layoffs, converted into layoffs. Two, we see some of the workers hired in California when the economy reopened more widely in July now are being laid off again. And I think the third and probably the major factor is that employers are no longer seeing the recovery coming in November or December, but going into next year and the first or even the second quarter of next year, and are responding in terms of no longer being able to carry people on. Well, it is a very dramatic drop. In August and September, we were seeing about 200,000 claims a week. In 1 week, we had over 400,000. And these are pandemic unemployment assistance claims. These are the claims for independent contractors. The last 2 weeks, the numbers in California have been closer to 25,000. What we're seeing is that a lot of the claims in August and September were fraudulent. Many of them through more sophisticated fraud rings, some by individuals, but mainly, I think, by the rings. And it just shows the extent of fraud within this pandemic unemployment assistance program.